Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will call a special select board meeting to order at 12:03. Uh, Mr. Freitag, might we invite you to lead off, please?
Absolutely, Mr. Vice Chair. Good morning, everyone. This is Kevin Freitag from the Office of Town Council. What you have before you is a contract proposed between the town of Milton and Vertex Companies, Inc. For the provision of owners project manager services, or OPM services, to be provided by Vertex to the town in connection with the construction of the new fire station buildings in Milton. This contract has been reviewed by me as well as by Vertex a couple of different times. We had a couple drafts back and forth, and we've come to an agreement in principle upon the terms of the contract, which you now have before you. It incorporates the scope of work that will be performed by the OPM as Exhibit A, so that it's very clear what is being proposed here. And just so you know, the project was actually put out by way of an RFQ, a request for qualifications, in 5 phases. And this contract is actually only limited to the first three phases of the project. So it's a little bit different. It's a little narrower than what was put out. That's okay. And that's what the parties have agreed to. It is for a fixed fee. You can see that down in the second page of the contract on page 2. Payment in the amount of $249,312. And the contract, I think, is substantively is a good contract for the town. It includes our typical language, especially around provisions like indemnity and a lot of the other general provisions that we always include on the town side to ensure that the town is getting a fair contract. So I reviewed it, and I'm okay with the contract as it's currently written. And also Vertex has not only reviewed it, they've also agreed to it, and they've signed this as well. So once the select board approves it and then votes to authorize Mike Dennehy to sign it on behalf of the select board, there'll be a contract in place between the town and Vertex, subject to approval also by Karen Preval that funds are available to pay for this contract, which she will do separately. That's a separate line for her to sign at the bottom of this contract. Did we lose Arthur?
It looks like we lost Arthur.
Yeah, it looks like we lost Arthur.
Maybe we give him a minute to come back in.
I just texted him to let him know.
Okay.
And Kevin, I thought Brian Walsh was going to join us as a representative of the Fire Building Committee. I don't see him. Here's Arthur here. Bear with me 1 second. Hey, Arthur.
You're on mute. You're on mute, Mike.
Arthur lost
Maybe
his
that's
internet.
intended.
He's going to dial in.
Okay.
He's dialing in now, folks. Arthur, can you hear us?
Yes, thanks for letting me in. I appreciate that. For some reason, we've got an internet outage over here. Seems to be coming back on, but let's proceed. Kevin, I'm sorry about that. You were halfway through when the system went down.
Not a problem. I can just sum up, I think, briefly what are sort of where things perhaps left off for you, Arthur. Just to say that again, this is a contract between the town of Milton and Vertex for OPM services, owners project manual services. Excuse me, owners project manager services to be provided by Vertex to the town. It's a fixed fee contract for $249,312. It's been reviewed by my office as well as counsel for Vertex. We're in agreement on the form. And the steps that the select board would need to take here today would be to approve this contract and then authorize Mike Dennehy to execute the contract on its behalf. Again, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have regarding the contract, but at this point, I'm satisfied with it. Karen Praval will need to sign off that there are funds that are available to pay for the services that are outlined in the contract, but subject to her doing that, there'll be an enforceable contract between the town and Vertex.
Thank you, Kevin, and my apologies to everyone for the outage. Is there a motion to execute the contract and authorize Mike Dennehy to sign the contract on behalf of the town of Milton?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Vice Chair, to approve this contract and authorize the town administrator to sign it on behalf of the board of the town.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. Is there a second, please?
Second.
Just for the purpose of
Okay.
discussion, Mr. Vice Chair, just before you take the vote, just to
Yes,
add
sir.
to town council. So this was vetted by the Fire Station Building Committee. There was actually a subcommittee that vetted all the applicants and made this recommendation to their committee, and then this is recommended by the full committee. And then the one for our members, the part of the reason for this is that the existing OPM, the company sold in the middle of this project. So they made the decision that they should go out and seek a new one, which is what brought us to where we're at right now. So that's just a little, I just want everyone to be aware that the committee does support this.
Thank you for that, Richard. Any other comments? Hearing none, I'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Zulus,
Yes.
Ms. Collins,
Yes.
Mr. Wells,
Yes.
and myself, yes. Thank you, one and all. Do
Motion
we
to adjourn?
have yes, sir.
I just know we have a
Second.
1 o'clock after. Okay.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mike. All in favor? Mr. Zulus,
Yes.
Ms. Collins,
Yes.
Mr. Wells,
Yes.
and myself, yes. Thank you, everyone, very, very much. And again, my apologies for the outage.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you.